ready to go.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Well, today it's finally warm enough, so we're going to take the A La Carte for its maiden voyage. We're using the stock gear ratio and the Predator 6.5, the Predator 212 motor. And from what I can see, I'm guessing it's going to be between 10 and 12 miles an hour for the top speed due to the gear ratio. Once we do the maiden flight, we're going to go ahead and change the gears over and get rid of the jack gear. If you'd like the math on how to figure how your gear ratio affects your top end, send me an email and I'll send you the spreadsheet that I use to figure it all out. So let's go for a ride. I'm using the head-mounted camera today just so that I can let you see what I see. First thing we'll do is we'll turn her on. Okay, I started it up a minute ago, so she shouldn't need choke, but I'll choke her anyway. Choke her halfway. Yep, she's ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn on our speedometer, so you'll be able to see how fast we're going. As I said, I expect somewhere between 10 and 12 to be our top speed. It feels a lot faster. Yep, looks like we're peaking at about 11 miles an hour, which feels a lot faster when you're sitting here. Okay, that was pretty fun. So she ran pretty good, and she definitely spins the wheel like there's no tomorrow, but running the go-kart's not about spinning the tires. Got to get a little bit more top end than we've got here. So let's pull, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this gear out, and this is a 2.31 to 1 drive. I counted the teeth in both gears and did the math, and getting that out of there and going straight from here to here will make me 2.3 times faster. And that's what we're talking about. So now I'm pulling the tire. I don't really have to pull it off for this, but I've already, from experience, I know when I do the clutch, it's going to be in the way. So we're scooting it out just a touch. So now let's pull the clutch off. Whoops. Let's grab a different socket and pull the clutch off. Everything's either 1/2 inch, 9/16 or that. There we go. Now we need to loosen the motor up. And that's pretty easy peasy. Oh, can't reach those. There you go. Now she's loosened up a little bit. Now we'll take this bolt out some. This is what holds the motor in place and tightens this chain. There you go. Now everything's nice and loose, and the chains will pop right off now. You can see we can pull the wheel in and out to get to this. To get the motor to come back, we're just going to pull on the chain a little bit, and she should hop right off. least on paper, she should. See what we're doing is we're pulling the motor backwards into the space we just created. Now the clutch is off. Do that. Now what we're going to do is make the clutch line up correctly with the wheel. So we're going to put it back on backwards because there's no frontwards on these clutches. Now you should be letting go too. Why aren't you? That chain's a little bit tight. Come on, buddy. Off you go. There we go. Now both our chains are out of the way. And that's just it. Now if you look at this, of course I have to put a chain on, but if you look at this gear lines up with this wheel just perfectly good. So we're going to run a chain straight through here and go. So let me go get the new chain. Alrighty then, after a whole bunch of little tedious work, we're back at it. And this chain might fit over the tire. Yeah, and I might be the Pope. I'm not the Pope. Come on, buddy. Okay, so let's hang these here and here. Now I'll put the tire on. I just made this chain. I had to cut down a chain to do it, which is what took me a minute. And it should be just about the right size for this. And that's pretty beautiful. That looks pretty good. We'll tighten her up and she's ready to go. If you're wondering why I'm using 3 points on the chain, it's just it makes it easier to tighten it later. I can't say I would stick with 3 points all the time forever, but that's how we're doing it today. Let's put our washer back on. Our chains all appear to line up really nice. So this might go pretty good. What am I saying? It'll go great. Okay. Okay, nothing's jumping easily, which means we're pretty much lined up. Snap will do. This will pull the motor back. And then once we got the motor pulled back, we'll go ahead and tighten her down underneath. Let's grab our handy dandy 9/16. The one that I'm doing inside here is to grab the nut that's on the other side of this bolt. It's got a lock nut so that after you run this in, you can lock it down. Now, since I'm planning on changing my mind 9 times, I'm probably not going to lock it down, but I don't want it running free up and down the shaft either. Well, what do we think? That's too tight. No, a little overboard on that one. There you go. A little bit tight, but not so much that we're going to put stress on the chain. Right about there. That looks pretty good. Let's get our 1/2 inch and get underneath there and tighten it back down. Now we're going to lock the motor down and we're ready to go. Now, if you're anything like me, I've been waiting for this for about a week now. Double check the chain. No, she went loose on me. That happens. See, it's much tighter like this than it was when I tightened the bolt in. So let's do one of these back ones first. Oh, excuse me. Let's do you. Looking good. Moving smooth. Perfect slack. We got a spinner. There we go. And she's ready to go. I'm thinking we're going to go just a little bit faster. Let's find out. Okay, I can see you couldn't see the speedometer super good last time. So I tilted the camera down a little bit. So I'll try to look up when I'm looking down the street. So I already gave her a little bit of a warm up. Let's turn her on. Now, according to the math, this thing should be crazy fast. And when I say crazy fast, of course I mean for its size. If you were to go 70 on something this big, you'd probably die. But I'm figuring I should get well over 20. Okay. Okay, she feels really good. Okay, no traffic coming. Okay, this was about top speed before. And as you can hear, the motor's not even working. So let's let her run. Holy crap on a cracker. Okay, she hit 23. That's pretty fast. It feels terrifying. 24. Got a little bit of downhill, but downhill doesn't seem to make any difference. Whoa. We spun it out and stalled it. That's pretty funny. I wonder if we're out of gas. Now that would be funny. Nope, we just spun it and stalled it. All the gas went to one side, I guess. Yeah, insanity definitely rules the day now. And she still spins the tires. That means there's room for more years. Nice and easy. Holy crap, that thing's fun. Okay. I'm breathing heavy from just driving it. I'd say the maiden voyage went off without a hitch. Okay, now that's fun. Now, I looked at the video and it doesn't look nearly as fast as it feels when you're on it, because when you're on it going 25 miles an hour, you feel like you're going to die. It slid sideways a couple of times on me, trying to make corners that were a little bit too ambitious, but she ran really well. So I'm pretty happy with it. So it's time to break her down and put the next motor on. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.